Hey guys, it's Tammy. Welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a collab with Kate Cara. She is my friend here on YouTube, and she asked, do I want to do a collab together? And I was like, yes. Everybody's been saying they want to see more collabs and more tags and more fun content on fragrance YouTube. So we're giving it to you. So be sure to check out Kate's video and check out her channel. I'm sure you'll love her. We have very different tastes from each other, but it doesn't matter. It's still fun to discover new fragrances. And every once in a while, we find one that we both really agree on. I just found out recently that she loves Trussardi Donna, which is one of my top favorites. It's just so fun to like connect on a fragrance, especially when you have such different tastes, but you never know when there's going to be that one that you both love. So Kate reached out to me, wanted to do a collab together. Being fall, we thought the perfect thing would be to match fall fragrances to fall activities. I love fall. I love the crisp air. I love the color of the leaves. I just love the no humidity because in the summer it's pretty humid here on the island, and I just like when the air turns crisp and dry and fresh. Oh, I just love it. So the first fall activity that we chose was apple picking. And you know what? I've never actually been apple picking before, but I've heard it's a very cute and expensive way to obtain apples. And the fragrance that I chose to wear apple picking is Swiss Arabian Casablanca. I know everybody's heard about this before. It's an appley scent, it's a woody scent, it's an outdoorsy scent to me. So this matched perfectly in my opinion. When you're going apple picking, you're outdoors, the air is crisp, there are beautiful fall leaves all around you, you're walking through fields and the grass is starting to turn a little yellow. And Casablanca, yes, it has apple and fruity notes, but it also has a lot of earthy notes. There's white woods, which if you think about an apple tree, an apple wood, that's a type of white wood. It has Peru balsam. You're probably going to get a little balsam from the apple tree when you're reaching for an apple. There's patchouli and iris and suede and just a lot of like really earthy grounding notes, but you still have that appley caramel, like almost like a caramel apple pie smell to it. Just absolutely love it. And the wearing experience on this is, to me, beautiful. It's long lasting, it projects all around me, it gives me a scent bubble. I really enjoy this one. I feel like you would finish your apple picking and then you would sit down around the campfire, roast your apple pie, and have a sip of white wine and just chat around the campfire in the evening. Like this would be perfect for that. So that's Swiss Arabian Casablanca. So the next fall activity is going for a hike to see the fall foliage. If you live where there are 4 distinct seasons, you get to see the beautiful fall leaves, the colors. Sometimes we'll even go on a drive on the mainland just to see the fall leaves. But going on a hike is probably the best way to experience them. And you just get to smell those crunchy leaves, almost a little bit of like kind of decaying leaves, but not in a bad way. Like it's just a very woody, rustic kind of smell. And the perfume that I've chosen for that is by Elizabeth and James, Nirvana Bourbon. And I feel like I absolutely nailed it with this scent. This is, to me, is a hike in the woods. This is crunchy brown leaves under your feet, you know, seeing fall leaves in the air. This is perfect. There's actually no bourbon in Nirvana Bourbon. There's bourbon vanilla and tuberose and oak. So when I saw that there was oak in this, I'm like, okay, this is perfect. I mean, around here, we mostly have poplars and birch that turn yellow and maples, and they turn usually orange and red. There's not a lot of oak trees here on the island. Really, I don't know if there's even many in New Brunswick. I mean, there are oak trees here, but there's just not a lot on the island. You don't usually see oak trees, but I know that they turn sort of this color, sort of like a rusty reddish brown. So this perfume is just hitting all the marks. Like I really feel like I just got the perfect fragrance for going on a walk to see the fall foliage. The oak is just beautiful in here. This is perfect and very affordable. Casablanca is also very affordable. A lot of the ones that I'm talking about are very affordable. Kate and I had actually thrown around the idea of whatever topic we chose, she would do the niche version and I would do the designer version. Well, I ended up having a niche one in my list, but I think I'm mostly gonna have designer and she's mostly gonna have niche probably. Yeah, so that's Elizabeth and James, Nirvana Bourbon. So our next fall activity is a spooky movie marathon. Just cozying up on the couch and watching your favorite spooky movies because Halloween is coming up. And from now until Halloween, there's going to be nothing but Halloween movies on the movie channels. Now, for me, I would choose Harry Potter. My husband and I love Harry Potter. We just got into it actually in our 40s. And now in our 50s, we still love it. And to me, it just makes me feel very cozy, very comforted to just pop on a Harry Potter movie and curl up with some popcorn and maybe a butterbeer. Maybe you like Tim Burton movies and Beetlejuice, or maybe you like really scary Halloween movies. Now, I'm someone who would typically, I would be more apt to go with It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown over something like Nightmare on Elm Street, just for example. This season, I actually want to watch Hocus Pocus. I've never seen it, and so many people say it's one of their favorite Halloween movies, so I really want to make sure to get to watch Hocus Pocus this year. So the one that I chose for the spooky movie marathon is Lune Feline by Atelier des Ors. First of all, the name is one of the things that made me choose this. Lune Feline, it means feline moon. You've got the cat, you know, black cats, the moon, everything you associate with spookiness and Halloween. But also this is a very dark fragrance, very dark. This fragrance is almost spooky. It's a very dark and resinous amber vanilla scent. It's actually pretty gorgeous, but it does have that resinous, almost, I've described it before as vanilla scented black tar. It's just so thick, and I've also described it as chewy. So it gives you really something to sink your teeth into if you're in a really scary part of the movie and you need to like bite on something, you can chew on your own fragrance. It's so thick, so chewy. There's cardamom and cinnamon, like it's really spicy, it's dark, it's mysterious. I feel like if you're watching a spooky movie marathon, this is going to go perfectly with it. So for the next fall activity, we have pumpkin carving. And I feel like that's something that pretty much everybody does. We've all carved pumpkins in our lives before. And it's almost something I think of as a date night activity, especially if you were a teenager and you had your boyfriend over and you carved pumpkins together. Like, I just feel like it's a cozy, intimate sort of activity. And I wanted something warm and cozy, but also kind of alluring and sensual. I finally settled on Hugo Boss Deep Red. And this scent, it just puts me in mind of carving pumpkins. It has a combination of fruitiness, woodiness, powderiness, spiciness, and a floral touch to it. If you think of all the different parts of the pumpkin, you have the meat of the pumpkin, that's the fruitiness. You have the stem of the pumpkin, that's where the woods come in. It has vanilla, it has ginger, and ginger flower. Now, the type of ginger that's in here, I feel like when someone says there's ginger in a fragrance, I need to know which type of ginger to know whether I'm gonna like that fragrance. Is it fresh ginger root that's been grated and it's very zingy and very zesty and very citrusy and fresh? Or is it a dried ginger, the powder that's very nutty and very powdery and warm? That's the type of ginger I like, and that's the type of ginger that's in here. It's very powdery, very cozy. It's kind of a date night worthy scent, so I just feel like pumpkin carving, if you went on a little pumpkin carving date, it would be so cute, and this would be perfect. So that's Hugo Boss Deep Red for pumpkin carving. So the next activity that is always so nice to do in the fall is cozying up by the fireplace. And I know what I would be doing if I was cozied up by the fireplace, and I would probably be reading a Harry Potter book, actually. You have the crackling fire, you have your cozy slippers on, a nice blanket, and maybe you have a cozy fall drink sitting beside you. It's just that cozy feeling. And for that, I chose Bourbon Craft. Now, I always say this is sort of a TJ Maxx brand. I think the name of the brand is actually True Fragrance. And I think they've changed the bottles. Every time I go to TJ Maxx or Winners or anywhere now, I always look for this, but I've been looking for the wrong bottle. I think this is the bottle currently, so I'm going to be on the lookout for that from now on, because this is so beautiful. The base of this reminds me a bit of Santal Blush and Ebon Fumé, that very distinctive Tom Ford type of wood that it has, but it has such an ambery, vanillic, spicy fall feeling to it. This is probably my top favorite fall fragrance, and I don't know what could top this. This is gorgeous. The closest one I found, now I compared it to Jazz Club, but that is more masculine and not as sweet. I did compare it to Initio Side Effect, and that's probably the closest match that I have found. This is like the more feminine, sweeter version of Initio Side Effect. It is just all the fall things, all the boozy, sweet, spicy, deep, ambery things. Yeah. So Bourbon Craft, definitely what I would wear to cozy up by the fireplace. Next is Halloween party. We probably all have Halloween parties that we know will be coming up. I was really back and forth between two fragrances on this, and I finally decided on Michael Kors Starlight Shimmer. This is definitely a party scent. It has rose, amber, and saffron. That note combination together is just amazing to me. This just seems like a party scent, and it's also Starlight Shimmer. So it's very like nighttime. Maybe it's a neighborhood Halloween party and you're walking to the party and it's dark and the stars are out and it's just, and maybe your costume is shimmery. I don't know. Like, I just feel like this would be the perfect Halloween party scent. It's a very ambery rose. It's very elevated. That saffron just gives it that, you know what saffron does to a fragrance. It just makes it so good and so special. Now, the one that I almost chose was Givenchy Ange ou Démon. I was thinking angel or demon. Those are two of the most classic Halloween costumes. You dress as an angel or a devil. Maybe could I choose both of these actually, and maybe layering them? Ooh, that would actually be perfect. So I think I'm going to choose both of these for the Halloween party. Givenchy Ange ou Démon, which is very powdery and cozy, and Michael Kors Starlight Shimmer, which is bold and sexy. And I think these two together would be perfect for a Halloween party. And for the last category, we're going to pair our favorite fall outfit with the perfect fall fragrance. For the outfit, I would choose a cozy white cable knit sweater and maybe a brownish reddish plaid skirt with leggings and brown boots. I feel like that would be my perfect fall outfit. And the fragrance to pair with that outfit would be Theo Cabanel Oh La La. It's very, very powdery and cozy, which puts me in mind of like a fuzzy sweater, a warm, cozy sweater. It has white musk. So again, the white sweater, I'm just picturing like maybe off-white, a cream colored, you know, cowl neck, cable knit sweater, just very fallish, very cozy, maybe a scarf with it. It has hazelnut and saffron, tobacco, tonka bean. Every cozy schmozy fall note that you could think of is in Oh La La. It's really, really, really nutty, but not like the sweet nut extract type of sense. Like a lot of times when there's nuts in a scent, I feel like they go the extract version. Like if there's almond, it smells almost like almond extract, or if there's hazelnut, it smells almost like hazelnut extract. No, this smells like the ground up nuts, just all that powderiness. It is so cozy schmozy. This would be perfect with my ideal fall outfit. So guys, those were my choices of what I would wear to do all of these fall activities. What fall activities do you guys love to do and you can't let the season go by without doing these? And which fragrance would you pair with it? And make sure to check out Kate's video and see what her recommendations are. I know she's going to have completely different ones than I have, so if you like a little bit of variety, make sure you check her out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I always appreciate you taking your time and spending it with me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!